guys, how you doing? My name is Cheese and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be reacting to Steins episode 14. So yeah, you can see I'm back in my old room, so with my white wall and everything. Super interesting. And I'm sorry for the background noises, it's just really hot outside, so if I don't put my fan on, I'm just dying from the heat. But my fan is quite loud, so I'm sorry if it causes background noises. But yeah, today we'll be watching Steins episode 14. We're getting to know more and more about KAGARI, but for some reason, like after she heard a certain piece of music from Mozart, she just disappeared and we have no idea where she went to. But we did discover the place she was being held for around 12 years, I guess, during the time period of which she still has no memories of. So there's still a lot of questions left, but slowly we're discovering more and more about her, and I think this episode will also mainly focus on her and finding her, of course. So I'm really excited to see where this is gonna go, so without further ado, let's right into the episode. So let's go! Alright, I'm ready, so I'm gonna start the episode in 3, 2, 1, go! Do, do, do. Oh. Several months? Oh. Oh, so several months have passed since then. It got demolished. Yeah. It's hard. Indeed. Is this a different opening? As in visuals? Oh no, the song's also a bit different, like a different verse, I think. Interesting. Fly high. Oh, this part is the same. Oh, but this is again different. Okay, there's some parts which are still the same, but most of them are different. Wonderful new world. Alright. Maho! you can do it too, Maho. Have a bit more faith in yourself. Yes. Oh. Yeah. You look. Yeah, but it's okay. It's okay. Darren liked it. Oh yes. Oh. That is so funny. Is that the Upa? KAGARI's Upa? Oh. Yeah, what's he doing here? Ring Taro. mean, they're friends. Of course he's curious. Still don't trust him, but he's a nice guy, I guess. Oh no. Oh, he even took pictures. Right. Yeah, with that whole butterfly effect. But even making one itself is just risky enough, you know? Like, if you manage to complete making it, then even if you decide not to use it, if other people knows about its existence, then they'll probably want to use it as well. Which probably gonna happen. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. There she is again, the woman in the helmet. And I still don't know who it is. I thought I knew, but now I'm not sure anymore. Ooh. Oh. Are they finally gonna reveal who it is? Oh! Wait, what? Oh, so she's now part of that organization as well? So it's not the same person as in the previous attacks. Oh, damn! She's trained. Weird, like she's brainwashed, but she still remembers Mayushi. Oh no! Damn! Oh. So perhaps she's doing all of this against her will? Like, we don't know to what extent she's brainwashed, so... I mean, she still had, like, memories of Mayushi, Suzuha, and everyone. Yeah, it's a different person. Yeah. Yes. Right, she said the same thing back then. Ooh. Oh, that is strange. Or rather interesting, like... So they're gonna keep the secret? Oh, so she knows who it is? The bureau's professor. No. She's like, she's not even interested. did she realize? Yes. Oh, she's going back to Japan. Oh, there's also a new ending. But this is a completely new ending. Alright. We're slowly getting somewhere. And now of course like the time traveling is getting more involved. Which always like has played a big role in the entire Steins series, but now like the last couple of episodes it was more focused on like people and their relationships, memories, and now that time traveling part is slowly starting to come back. Ooh. Alright, so it was episode 14 of Steins Gate Zero. Yeah, like I said, we were again focusing more on KAGARI, where she was hanging out. I didn't expect there to be a 7-month like time skip, like apparently they were looking for her for 7 months, and this episode sort of left off from after those 7 months. And I did not expect to see KAGARI back already, but this time she was the one with the helmet, so she also is part of the same organization as the woman from the previous attacks. But yeah, the question is, what has she been doing for the 7 months? There's still many questions, and there's another question that actually popped up in this episode. It was when Suzuha realized that KAGARI mentioned those same words, that she could hear the words of God, and it's the same thing she said back then when she was still little, before they traveled back in time, which is strange because that would mean that KAGARI was already brainwashed at that point. But now that I think about it, that kind of makes sense, because back then she was already being treated just before or during the time she got adopted by Maeshi. So probably during those treatments she was already being brainwashed or like being in that process. So it actually makes sense that she said the same words. But now Suzuha realized that as well. So it's not something that happened during those 12 years that she was gone back in the current time period. And it's also still a question what she's been up to during the 7 months that she was gone. So there are different time periods in which KAGARI got treated, got possibly brainwashed, possibly got trained. So it's starting to become a bit more complicated, like we have to keep in mind the whole time like which time period they're talking about. Are they talking about the future before Suzuha and KAGARI traveled back to the past? Are we talking about the time period of the 12 years in which KAGARI, doesn't have any memories of, and before she got found by Luca? Or are we talking about those 7 months that she was gone? So all of this is starting to make it a lot more complicated, but also a lot more interesting. So yeah, we could see that she's also like trained. She has some combat skills, like she could go up against Suzuha quite like equally. I would say they were equally strong. So when and where did KAGARI get trained? And Suzuha already got like an idea of who this culprit could be. She was talking about the director of the bureau. I have no idea who or what that is, but I guess we'll find out more about that later. The thing though is that Suzuha and Daru are finding out more on their own, and they're asking for Maho's help, but they're kinda leaving Ocarine out of it because they really care about Ocarine, and just seeing how he's like working towards his own future, they don't really want to hurt him any more than necessary. So I sort of understand where they come from, but I do think that they need to, you know, talk about it with Ocarine as well, since he also plays such a big role into that whole time leap machine, and Kurisu, like, he's connected to everything, so it would be a bit unlogical to keep him out of everything. In any case, I'm just really happy to see Maho again, that she's back in the story and gets to play this big role into developing the new time leap machine. Like, she accepts that she cannot do the exact same thing as Kurisu, but she can walk like over the same path, and maybe she'll come to a different destination, who knows. So that's really interesting, and like you guys know, I just really like Maho as a character, so I'm just really excited to see more from her in future episodes. But yeah, that was my reaction to this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. So if you did, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you cannot wait to see my reaction to the next videos, you can always check out my Patreon for early access. So thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.